Hey, what's going on, guys? Chris Chico, also known as C Chico Fit, back with another video. Now, today's video is a little different because we have upgraded the hardware. As you guys can see on my chain right here, we have a microphone. So I did invest, I bought a microphone, so now the audio quality is gonna be better. Today we're gonna be hitting a back and tricep workout. But prior to getting to that, I've been seeing a lot going on YouTube about like people having steroids and all that stuff, and I figured why not give you guys my 2 cents on it. A little bit of a backstory about me. I will go more in depth about my whole journey as a bodybuilder and getting into the fitness in general. I've been working out for roughly a bit over 3 years, 3.5 years, and I've been natural throughout it. I haven't taken any sort of performance enhancing drugs or anything like that. I have taken ashwagandha, I believe is how you pronounce it. Didn't really get the benefits that I wanted for it, and I stopped taking it. I don't take it anymore. I do stick to the basics with creatine and the obvious pre-workout along with protein powder, just to get a simple source of protein. It's a lot easier, cheaper. I'm not rich, so getting all my protein from meats and stuff like that isn't the way to go. So I wanted to give my 2 cents on steroids and all that. Now, I see a lot of people starting steroids at a young age, and that's not good, man. Steroids have a lot of negative effects to it. I mean, the list goes on. Now, I'm no specialist in it, but I'm gonna give my 2 cents basically on my whole thought process of it. But people are starting way too young. When you start too young, it's just going to result in you having all the negative effects build up over time, and you don't want that to happen. There is a big misconception about steroids, though, that if you do take steroids, you do need to put in the work, but it's not going to just make you big. You still need to put in the work, and unless you're trying to compete, there really isn't a reason to take steroids. I mean, you want to see how far you can achieve your natural physique without taking it. I think that's more of an achievement personally than actually taking steroids. I mean, I'm personally 5'11", 5'10", sorry. I'm not gonna boast my height or boost my height. I weigh 190, a little over 190 now, but about around 190s too. Like I said, I've never taken steroids. I've always tried to stick clean with my diet as well. I've never dirty bulked. Well, I did dirty bulk prior to me actually getting into fitness, but I just recently got off of bulk last winter, and that was all clean. I was eating a lot of meat and all that. Pretty pricey, but it's the price you have to pay. I mean, it's your body. You only have one of it. You want to make sure you take care of it. You don't want to take performance enhancers that are going to affect you later on down the road. I really want to address people starting it too young. Like, unless your objective is to compete, it really isn't necessary. You go to the gym and then, body dysmorphia starts to build up, where if you guys aren't aware of what body dysmorphia is, essentially it's, you start to look at yourself and you might look good, but in your mind you don't. It's more of a mental thing. It's about more realizing the progress that you've made, because I feel like everyone has body dysmorphia, and it's all about just understanding where you started and all the progress that you've put on, because that's where it's most important. With steroids and all that, it's just not worth it. I really don't see the benefits outweighing the negatives on that. And I think with all the fitness influencers these days, there are a lot of them that are taking it, which are just giving people unrealistic goals. There's only a certain limitation with your natural physique, and no one truly pushes to figure out what exactly is there. Well, I shouldn't say that. There are a lot of people who push to see what their, natural physique climax is and how far they can actually get with being natural. But then they resort to steroids and just becoming enhanced, and you might be bigger and all that, but again, the negatives outweigh the positives. A lot of fitness influencers take it, and all that fake natty stuff is just building unrealistic expectations for people, and the people that are following these people and using them as inspiration to go to the gym. I think it's very vital to be very clear on whether or not you're using steroids or not. That way people have more of a realistic understanding of what they're able to achieve. I personally, my whole objective with this channel is to inspire you guys to become the best version of yourself. And like I said, with steroids, you still have to put in the work, and it still requires you to have the mindset of a champion, which is to push through regardless of how you feel. But I personally will be doing it natural. Appreciate all you guys following me on the journey. I do want to shout you guys out. We hit 130 subs when I recorded this video. So you guys are amazing. I never expected to get that many. Just gonna keep pushing, make the content get better and better, guys. We're gonna get better and we're gonna grow as a community. And again, I figure, I could work out and all that, that's good. But I also think, giving you guys my viewpoint on certain things and being just open about what's going on with me, about what I'm doing and all that. We will be going over more in depth about, you know, my journey along with a whole day of eating. I'll give you guys a little rundown of my macros though. I mean, I eat the same thing typically 5 to 6 days a week. Typically I have 2 cheat days. A little crazy on the cheat days, but you know, it works for me. It allows me to build my metabolism and all that. But essentially I eat roughly about 1,850 calories a day, which is a lower, it's more of a cutting diet. But I've noticed I've been putting on size, and I think that's due to the fact that I'm getting roughly about 200 grams of protein. Really prioritize the protein. Make sure that I'm getting that in along with obviously my vitamins and stuff. I think vitamins are so vital to getting your, you know, all-around performance, mental, cognitive, everything. Again, I'm no professional in this. I'm simply basing this all off of my own personal experience, but that's the whole point, right? We live when we learn, and I learned from my experiences. But all around, do not take steroids unless you guys plan on competing. That is my 2 cents on that situation. And make sure when you guys are looking up to someone in the gym, any sort of influencer, you guys have that understanding that whether or not they've taken steroids or not. And the thing is with being natural is it's a longer process. It takes a lot longer to get to where you guys want to be in sort of size and all that. And again, there are limitations to where you could push yourself naturally, but find out what those limitations are. I mean, I think the beauty of it is showing up every day and pushing yourself, knowing that, you know, one day you will achieve what you want, because that's the way it is. I have been watching a lot of Greg Doucette. Shout out Greg Doucette, very informative guy. I do like watching his videos. I do believe he's from Canada, but yeah, he's a professional bodybuilder. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, check it out. He has a lot of very informative videos. Watching one of his most recent videos about Alex Eubank and how he's been having heart palpitations and stuff like that. And that's scary stuff. Heart palpitations, to my understanding, again, no professional, but heart palpitations is like your heart rate changes during your workouts. Like sometimes it'll be fast, sometimes it'll be slow, and that can result in you getting injured. I believe that's due to caffeine and overdoing caffeine. And obviously like your diet does play a big factor in that. I just wanted to show you guys that like taking pre-workout's nice and all, and I do take it myself. I do limit myself. So something I do want to make very clear is I do limit myself with the pre-workout, meaning I cycle it. Typically I'll go through 1 container of the pre-workout and then I'll take a 2 to 3 month break off of it, and then I'll go back to it. I'm gonna give you guys an alternative to pre-workout. We're gonna try it out today. I haven't tried it out before, but with all this heart palpitation stuff I've been seeing online, I really do want to emphasize caffeine is not the go-to. You don't need caffeine. Again, no expert, and I shouldn't say caffeine as a whole, but high quantity of caffeine from like pre-workout and stuff like that, which increases your heart rate, and then obviously your heart rate decreases, which can lead to heart palpitations. But there are alternatives. When you guys are wanting pre-workout, the best way to get it is simple carbs, sugar, salt. So what we're going to be doing today is honey and salt, natural honey and salt. So the honey is like a sugar, which is going to give you glucose, going to allow you to get the energy required to get through your workout. And the salt is more of it's an electrolyte. You lose electrolytes when you work out, so you do want to replenish it. So we're going to give it a spin. It's going to be honey and salt, and I'll let you guys know how it is. So this is our honey right now. It's an organic, non-GMO honey. I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand. Nothing too special. And this is very similar to taking like Rice Krispies, because it's simple carbs, sugars, and it gets into your blood flow quickly, allowing you to get the pump required. Doesn't have caffeine, obviously, but that's what we're trying to avoid, so our heart rate doesn't go crazy. A little hard to do with one hand, I won't lie. Probably just put some in my hand and sprinkle it on. So there's our salt right there. It's an interesting taste. It's not terrible. Definitely not a terrible taste, but definitely an interesting taste. I think I'm actually gonna do 2. I did see people doing 2, so why not give that a spin? So we're gonna grind the salt up. Not sure if I showed the salt, but this is what we're rocking with. For all my people from Canada, you can get that. Well, majority of you guys are from Canada, but that you get from Costco's. I'm sure there's places across the world where you can get stuff like that, but so a little bit of honey, a little bit of honey there, and then we'll put the salt on top, as you guys can see. Yeah, well, let you guys know how the pump feels, but it is gonna be a solo workout today. So this is my first time actually recording by myself. Typically I have someone with me. So I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But that's just being human. But never let your nerves take over from doing what you guys want to do. I also wanted to mention something. So I seen this quote on Instagram, actually. If you guys haven't followed the Instagram of The Rock. And he said, day one or one day. And that quote hit hard, man. Because a lot of times what happens is when we want to do something, we'll say, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll start on Monday. But the reality of it is, if you're not going to start today, whether it's getting rid of a negative habit or starting a new positive habit, if you're not willing to do it right now, you're probably not going to end up doing it anyways. What I have to say on that quote, to add to it, is take massive action, regardless of what it is. Whether you guys want to give up vaping, for example, quit today. If you guys wait and say, oh, after this pod or after whatever, you're not going to quit. You got to start right now. Do it today. Get it done, because, you know, vaping kills. That's the reality of it. But just with any habit, even if you want to start going to the gym, guys, start today. I feel like a lot of people don't go to the gym simply because of, you know, people judging them. And the gym can't be, you know, a place where, you know, you think people are going to judge you. But in reality, everyone's there for the same goal. And that's the beauty of the gym. Everyone's there to better themselves, right? So it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you start. The reality of it is, and the only thing that actually matters is whether or not you guys are trying to improve yourself. And when you guys show up every single day, you will see improvement. It's a long process, but you will see it. But yeah, so we had our pre-workout. Gave you guys my 2 cents on what I think about steroids. And to emphasize, guys, you do not need to take steroids. Only take steroids if you guys, not just steroids, but any sort of performance enhancer, if you guys plan on competing. It's not worth it. The negatives outweigh the positives. You guys can achieve a lot naturally. And actually, I want to mention Jesse James West. You guys don't watch him. Great content, really good content for the fitness industry. He did a natural bodybuilding, and he actually, I believe, won. So he did win his competition. It's not like the Olympia or anything like that, but it's a local, and it still matters. And he was facing people who are on performance enhancers. So it is possible, guys. It is very possible for you to achieve great things naturally. But yeah, let's get this workout on. We're not, like I said, we're not gonna let anything stop us from doing what we wanna do today. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the workout. Let's get it. Just gonna start off with a warm up here. Start off with a plate. It's one of my favorite exercises. Is the lateral raise, lateral row. And just start off with a plate, warm up, and we're gonna go 2 sets till failure. Still maintaining the form like it would be a heavyweight. Holding at the full contraction, making sure we control those negatives. It's pretty busy today, but still working. Okay, so we're going to be doing 100 pounds on both arms till failure. Make some crazy faces on this one. I have to put my lead leg forward, that way I can lean into it a bit. Get that full range of motion. Let's go, 2 more. I upped the weight to 115, so I'm going to be doing a little less reps. Typically when I work out, I don't actually do rest in between sets, but when I'm training till failure, it's very important. That way I'm going in each set fresh. I can push as hard as I can to hit that failure, peak performance. But let's get this last set done and move on. Got barbell rows up next. Let's get it. So I'm gonna do 8 to 12. If I could do 12 for this weight, I want to up it to up the weight, but do it for 8. I'm gonna superset with pull-ups. This is 135. 3 sets. I do highly recommend doing pull-ups in between your sets when doing back day, and then push-ups on chest day. That's all you need to grow your back, master your own body weight. One of the most impressive things you can do. It'll help with your strength aspects. Plus, who knows, you might have to pull yourself up the building you're falling off of. If you can have the strength to do that, then it'll be a problem, right? Let's get it. Add an additional 20 pounds. 155. They said 8 to 12. Last set I was able to do 12 of the 135, so I want to up the weight. Aim for that 8 mark, possibly the 12. Wow. And now we're gonna get the bunk cover. Always helps get through when you're tired. That way you see what you're working. Again, shout out Gymshark, man. You guys definitely should sponsor me. One day we'll be able to say use code CPRECHICO for 10% off. All right, last set. Let's give it all we got. So now we're at 175. Oh man, I got one more. This is my favorite exercise for rear deltoids. Basically just standing up straight here, and I'm gonna bring it out to the sides. Do 8 to 12 for this. Slow and controlled. Last rep, gonna hold. 2, 3, bring it back, nice. Slowly. Alright, we're gonna superset with a lat pull down. And I'm just gonna maintain a 8 to 12 rep range here. This is one of my favorite handles. Put in your typical straight bar. Just because of the way you can isolate your lats. Your elbows are pointed down here, so press the knees. Going right into it. Like I said, I don't rest unless I'm going to a failure. That way I maximize my pump. Definitely don't recommend, but it's like a cardio workout too. All right, up the weight here. Going a little lower. Shoulders. 7 there. But that weight's a little hard for me to control. So I'm gonna up the weight to lower the weight 1. That way I can hit this nice and controlled. 3 more. That's not. I want to do 4 more. Let's push. That's 1. Alright, so someone took the lat machine that I was using. That's no worry. Make do with what we got. So we did single arm lat pull downs. Step back a bit. Get that full range of motion. Slow, controlled. Squeezing at the negatives. Alright. I think I'm gonna hit up some rows now. I'm gonna do some close grip rows. For this one, I'm gonna go 8 to 6. Do a heavier weight. 6 to 8, sorry. So because I was able to hit 6 there, I'm gonna up the weight. Okay, I'm gonna superset with some tricep extensions here. 8 to 12. Really emphasize the contraction at the bottom. Controlling. We do a drop set. I drop the weight 1 notch. Bang it up for 12 now. And 1 more time. 3 drops, 12 each. Oh, bird's crazy. Switch it up, do our other one. Last one. We're gonna go right into it. Up in the weight here. I said 4 to 6. Able to do it for 6. Okay, so now we're gonna do some close grip lat pull down. I'm gonna go 8 to 12 here. We're gonna superset this with a straight bar tricep extension on the cable. Together, we'll start off at 120 here. Making sure my feet are secured. Let's go, 2 more. I lied. I had the 4 in my tank, so might as well get it done. All right, straight bar tricep extension. Gonna do 30 kilograms here. It's actually a little light. It's 42 and a half. 8 to 12 here as well. I'm gonna drop it. We're gonna do 3 drop sets here again. Train insane or remain the same. Last drop here. Let's get it. 2 more. We go straight into the next set. I want to bang out 3 more. 2, 3, let's go. Workout's all done. We made it home. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching it. Full workout will be in the description below. Also, I would like for you guys to try out the honey and Himalayan salt, and let me know what you guys think about both the pre-workout and the workout in the comments down below. The question is, can we hit 25 likes on this video? You guys are awesome. I know we can make it happen. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a video. Have a great day, guys. And as always, get to it and get it done. Take care.